Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we've got a reading about somebody who is making plans, figuring out all the little details, and if they're working with someone else, telling that person what the plan is. But the plan is to, I see it as take more than like their fair share. So if you are in a business venture together, they're not telling you the truth in terms of the costs or the revenue. If this is somebody who is dealing with an inheritance, they're trying to mess with whatever actually dictates how much they walk away with, right? This is somebody who's being a little greedy. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a good day. Hello, Peggy. Hello, Key Controller. It's cold. I had to get a sweatshirt, you guys. Hello. How's it going, Kathy? If you're interested in a personal reading, I've got my email address below in the description box. And we're going to start with the Poe Tarot. Yeah, it's been great so far. It's just too cold. Hello, Rob. How are you doing? Just a quick reminder that with the Poe Tarot, I don't read in reverse. All right, what else do we have? Eight of Candles, which is the Eight of Wands, and the Wheel. 1, 2, 3, and away. I don't see this as often as some of the other cards in this deck, but I do feel like this is talking about something that moves very quickly or like a change that occurs. People don't see it coming. So never to suffer would never to have been blessed. Yeah, I think we could have somebody that is maybe assuming they could get away with taking a little bit more and finding out that they can't, because this Wheel of Fortune card is coming through as like a positive change. But let's get one more. The Devil. From every depth of good and ill, the mystery which binds me still, when the rest of heaven was blue, of a demon in my view. So we had transformation, which is basically death, right? This is somebody who is maybe trying to bring about some sort of change or an ending for other people so that they have like a promotion or they have the ability to bid on a house. There's something here about like trying to control the outcome and maybe finding out that it's not as easy to control as they thought. This is the Beginner's Tarot. Hello, Bobby. What's going on? Hello, Rachel. I'm just in time. Hello, Mario. How's your day going? Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Six of Swords. Seven of Wands in the reverse. So we have somebody that thought they could, look at this. The first word on the Four of Pentacles in the reverse is greed. I don't know if you can actually read it, but it is, okay? This is somebody who wanted to take more than they were entitled to, and they thought that they got away with it. They thought they were going to be just fine, or they thought, oh, you know, I redlined that contract, they'll never catch it. I used to do contract negotiations, and I sold licenses that were, you know, for like a 3-year period, I think in some cases a 1-year period. And I had this kind of like, probably like one of the most irritating people I dealt with regards to legal stuff for my job. And it's like kind of amusing to me, but this dude literally went into the contract and crossed out the 3-year term and wrote in perpetual. Has that worked for you before? I'm just going to be like, oh, you know what? 3 years? No, let's give you that same price for forever. It was a no for me and, the company I was representing. But this is like somebody who feels like they can just like change this real quick. You give them a check to pay for services rendered and they add like a 1 at the beginning and they're like, the smartest heist that I've ever done. No, that's not going to work out for you. This person thought that they could pull a fast one, make some change, or, edit a document, take something when no one was watching, but it isn't that easy. Emperor in the reverse, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, 9 of Cups in the reverse, selfish. Yeah. This is somebody who is willing to do, things that disregard their morals or their principles in order to get what they want. Hello, Glenda. How's it going? Hello, Danny P. I hope you're having a good day. Hello, Willis. So this is basically like, yeah, I know I probably shouldn't steal that thing, but I don't have money on me, so I'm going to take it. They justify their actions based on what it is that they want or what they feel entitled to. And they don't really think about whether or not it's fair, or they don't really consider other people's perspectives, right? Page of Pentacles, 2 of Wands in the reverse, 2 of Swords. They made a decision that they should not have. They did something they should not have. This could get them in some hot water legally. This could result in somebody getting fired from their job. This could result in somebody having a relationship end. Hello, Tiana. How are you doing? What else? We've got the Knight of Wands in the reverse, the 10 of Wands, and the 3 of Pentacles. So there are other people impacted by this person's decision. They felt like they could, just like impulsively do something and it would just put some more money in their bank account and nobody would ever have to know. But this 3 of Pentacles also has somebody with a flashlight fixed on the 2 people standing in front of them. So I do think that this is an action that has been observed or found or investigated. This is the Morgan Greer. I love all the emojis. What else do we have? The Hierophant, the Moon, and the Magician in the reverse. I have overestimated my pull or my power or the ability I have to avoid a pretty serious consequence for my actions here. So they may have thought it wasn't a big deal, but it's going to end up being a big deal. And I also think it's not going to get them what they were originally trying to acquire. Lovers in the reverse, 7 of Swords in the reverse, Page of Pentacles. So if I felt like I didn't get picked, if I felt like I didn't get what I wanted, if I felt like it was unfair and I did something to just change the score, right? Like, oh, I'm keeping track of our Scrabble score and I'm just going to add a couple extra points for myself. No. This 7 of Swords in the reverse tells me whatever trick they pull, whatever thing they're trying to hide or do discreetly for some monies, Page of Pentacles, ain't gonna work. It is not as secret as they think. Chariot, this could be the law enforcement. Do you know who I am? This person's going to try to use their station, like their power dynamics, to get out of questioning or consequences. Then they may try to flatter people. But I don't know if this is going to work out. What is this Ace of Cups? They think they can like talk their way out of this. They can't. I do think there's a lawyer or some sort of law that they have pissed off or crossed. And as a result, it's like there's no wiggle room here. Well, see, here's the thing. We're real happy about the fact that you didn't know that that was as problematic as it was. That's cool for you and all, because now you know. But there are still consequences for your actions because you did it. This is the Gilded Reverie. We might have the owls come out because I think this is going to lead to some people chatting about what's been going on. Hello, Sky High. How are you doing? Oh, we got the whip again. There's going to be some punishment. Yeah, it's that way. There's going to be consequences for this person. And they show up faster than this person expects. We're going to call them the Emperor in the reverse. The person who did this and thought that they could make a change, that they could take control over a situation that they really didn't have any control over. They're going to try to spin some story here, get people caught up, maybe even submit like a false tip. But this is like, I'm going to take this chance. I'm going to risk it because I think I can get away with it. If you know my channel, you know that when the whip comes out, I have a little joke that I tell. And I already did it once today, which is kind of funny. The whip. No, not the whip. The whip. No, please, not the whip. The whip. No, please, anything but the whip. Anything? The whip. All right, what else do we have? That was the one I was thinking we might see. There is a loss here. There is something missing. There is something that should have gone to someone else that went to you. Can you explain this? Can you explain these missing funds? Can you explain why this thing was altered or why you hacked into somebody's computer? And we have somebody that is trying to make it look like they are innocent when they are not. Wearing a mask with the lilies, they're trying to look innocent. So they could be pointing the finger at someone else. That person did it, I bet. Or they had a motive. Well, so did you. So did you. This is the Path of Shadows. What else do you need to know? I like it. The whip doesn't care about diplomatic community. I like it. We've got the demon, the siren, and avoidance. The temptation of living, the fear of regret, dancing among the ashes from the flames of hell. It's a little over dramatic for me, but this is somebody that is not really too concerned about doing something that hurts other people or doing something that favors them. They really just care about number one, right? Numero uno. And with the siren, we have as enchanting it is, the reflection in the water. It can lure your soul to depths where illusions falter. This kind of feels to me like somebody who is leveraging what they have to offer, this Emperor in the reverse, in order to get more information. So we could have a friend or someone who's attractive, perhaps, that is doing what they can to get more information from this person. Avoidance. In the dance of shadows, I conceal and evade. Fear's veil keeps me distant in the dark, cool shade. They're really hoping that they can get somebody else to be the focus of this investigation or get somebody else to look like they were the one that did it. But I think the problem is whatever they did, it does benefit them. So it does become a problem, like how do I make it look like this wasn't something that I really cared about when it's pretty clear that I did care about it. Hello, Pharaoh. How's it going? What else do we have? Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Four of Pentacles. When there's missing money or something missing brought up in a conversation, I think we have somebody that clams up. It's like, no, I think I'll need a lawyer. So initially trying to get the investigation to follow someone else, initially trying to make it seem like there's no way they would be this person. But when it becomes clear or, suspected that they were the ones involved, they clam up. They don't say anything. And it just makes the people who suspect them that much more focused on the Emperor in the reverse as the one who did it. Judgment in the reverse. Ten of Wands. It's always the cover-up. Knight of Swords in the reverse. They didn't think about what information was being left behind, or they didn't think about all of the ways they could potentially be found out. They acted a little too impulsively, and as such, there's a way that connects them to this action. Hello, Jane Doe. How are you doing? Four of Cups. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. That's why I didn't like that Wheel of Fortune up at the top. So it's like false gains. It's, oh, I got something. This is great. But then there's a fallout. Then there's a problem. There's a backfiring of the win, right? So there's information that makes it clear somebody has been trying to hide what they've been up to, or hide that they were there, hide that they weren't where they said they were. Now there is someone on their scent. This Emperor in the reverse realizes they haven't really been very successful in trying to get somebody else seen as guilty for what they did. Yeah, their illusion has failed, and it's becoming clear to this Queen of Swords or whoever the legal arm is that this Emperor in the reverse was the one who had the greatest motivation or the opportunity to do what they did. This is the Voyage of the Soul. What? Consequences? What are those? Stop. Those things aren't real, are they? What else do we have? We have alive and ancestors, excitement, boldness, vigor, dynamic, zest, and movement, foundation, root, family, lineage, and security, and create, art, poetry, music, dance, expression, color. So it's feeling like there was money set aside, or there was a positive action taken towards somebody who is this alive energy. They're very bold. They live life the way they want to. I feel like this is the person who was supposed to get something that has been taken away from them. And it's because this person is a very positive energy. They may be an activist or, do a lot of work on behalf of others, maybe even work with a charitable organization, but they're also quite creative. This is something that is supposed to be going to this creative person that the Emperor in the reverse thought that they could take or thought that they could mess with. Purity, innocence, light, humble, virtuous, moral, and genuine. Yes, this is the person who's supposed to get what the Emperor in the reverse wanted to take. This is a compassionate, loving, helpful person. And when you try to take things from what I would say is probably an earth angel, the universe is going to have something to say about it. So there's absolutely some change in fortune for this person because what they were trying to change, they cannot change. It was fated. That's supposed to be that person's. They're supposed to live there. They're supposed to have that money. They're supposed to be able to help others, right? This could be sustenance that helps a charity stay alive, for example. This could be funding, right? But it's supposed to go where it was allotted. This is the cats rule the earth. Hello, Nathaniel. How's your day going? Okay. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Greed, loss. Someone trying to take from another. But with the Ace of Wands, there's somebody who exerts their power to make this change like reverse, right? Sorry, you can't take that money. Sorry, actually this says that that's supposed to go here. Sorry, that check is not legit. There's a course correction. Yep, Six of Pentacles. So you might think that you got that. You might think that you were successful in changing the contract. You might think that you pulled a fast one, but just when you start to like celebrate and cackle about it, there's somebody here to be like, actually, no. Hello, en France. How are you doing? Happy New Year. What else do we have? The Hermit and the Eight of Swords. So yes, they tried to keep this secret. Yes, they tried to get away with whatever this theft was. But there was somebody that figured out their actions or figured out their motivations, solved this little mystery, and the thing that was taken or the money that was rerouted, it's not going to end up how that person planned. That Emperor in the reverse is going to have to return what they took, or they're going to have to, pay for their actions. Justice. I love it. Hello, Dylan. How are you doing? Knight of Swords, fast-moving justice. Again, like it keeps being stressed to me. This is somebody who feels like, I've gotten away with it. You couldn't stop me, or that was much easier than I thought it was. And then like cut to like 24 hours or 36 hours later, and they're like, oh no, it turns out it was not that easy. Whoops. But if there's serious consequences involved, whoops doesn't really seem to cover it. Queen of Swords in the reverse. They lied. They've been caught in a lie. Everyone involved, everyone with an important opinion anyways, knows that this Emperor in the reverse was behind this action and that they were trying to get that particular outcome. So now it's a matter of probably charging them with a crime, making sure that the person who's supposed to get this money or this asset, that things are made right for this person. Yep, Ace of Pentacles. So there could be a fine. There could be a, well, you're just going to have to return that property now, aren't you? Hello, Frederick. How are you doing today? So this is saying, give it time. This is going to get sorted out For some of you, it may not be through the legal system. For some of you, it may be this person takes something, but you get something better, seemingly in an unrelated situation. Five of Cups in the reverse, Three of Swords in the reverse. Do not worry. It may seem frustrating or irritating at first, but it is going to get fixed. The example in my mind is I had somebody rear end my car while I was in a parking lot and I was in the store. And I came back out and I had no idea who had done it. I just came back out and my car was damaged, like the whole bumper. And I drove around like that for a couple months. And I finally resolved to like, fine, I'll just like go pay and like get this fixed, whatever. And literally had like the appointment for it, right? And then the first snowfall happened in Minnesota that year. And people don't always acclimate quickly to that new driving when there's snow on the ground. And another person slammed into the back of my car. Couldn't really tell where the damage from that incident ended and the other one, you know what I mean? So that person ended up having to pay for my new bumper and I didn't have to. I didn't get it from the person who caused the damage, but it got resolved. You know what I'm saying? So this is saying like there's going to be some equity or some balance achieved. It may require a little creativity, but it's going to be made fair. This is the Zodiac Fortune Telling cards. Your troubles will vanish. Happiness ahead. Oops. Well, I mean, I think that works out. I like that. I like that for you a lot. Keep up your courage a little longer. Better things are in sight for you. Regardless of opposition, you will be successful. Well, dang, that is like real positive. So I'm a fan. You are going to be happier than you dared to hope. I really like this. This is a good reading. Hello, Johnny. How are you doing? All right. This is What's the News. Let's see what else we've got. Yeah, this is someone who was doing something they shouldn't have, perhaps because of an unhealthy attachment or obsession. And there's someone who has done the research. I figured out it was you. I figured out why you did it. I figured out how you did it, or I figured out where you put that money. They're not as crafty as they thought they were. There's a detective, maybe even a private detective, but they've been found out. Repo, default on payments, financially incapable or repossessed assets. That's what I'm talking about. They try to take something that is not theirs and it gets repossessed. It goes back to who it's supposed to belong to. Playa. Play in the field, not looking to settle or seeking options. So they may try to find a way to settle this out of court, or they may try to find a way to make this right without having to actually, deal with consequences. But I don't think their offer is going to be accepted. I think their little attempt to like duck isn't going to be successful. You're welcome, Mario. What else do we have? SOS, distress, act with urgency, assistance needed. So they're realizing they have to maybe get a lawyer or they need to do something to deal with the fact that I was going to say that they might like have some big consequences like going to jail. Cuffing season is generally about relationships, but we have on the hunt. Is someone going to jail? This goes over here. All right, we need a few from the situations deck and then probably the Kipper because this is getting serious. What else do we have? Oh, I hope you get a nice rest, Frederick. Pressure cooker and retaliation in the reverse. This is somebody realizing they don't really have any other moves left. This is something they shouldn't have done. They've been caught. They can't really change that. They may be trying to settle out of court. They may be trying to find a way, like, hey, if I just give this back, will you leave me alone? Sold. Moving, physical location change, financial support. This could be somebody who felt like if they moved or if they hid something, there wouldn't be any issues, but they were definitely dealing with some financial problems. They're hoping that they can make an offer to avoid some problems. This could be like playing out. They feel threatened. They know they're in hot water right now, but they're trying to get away with like as little punishment or actual consequence as possible. I don't know how well that's going to go for them. But whoever you are, you're getting your stuff back. And you don't have very much time to wait because this is consistently saying things happen faster than you expect. All right, this is the Kipper. What else do we have? That's kind of the card I was thinking we were going to see. So we have imprisonment. It was in the reverse. This person's trying to stay out of jail, but they are very nervous. They realize how serious things are now, that they should never have done this. They should not have messed with you. Thief and expectation in the reverse. I thought I could take this and no one would know. I thought I could do this and no one would get mad at me. Or I thought I could do this and I would never get caught. Pathway. And message of concern in the reverse. So they're trying to, like I said, mitigate this, minimize whatever the actual fallout is. Maybe they don't want people to find out about it. Maybe they don't want to lose their freedom. But this is, can we talk about it? Can we make it right? And some of you are going to be like, we tried that and you lied to my face. So maybe you shouldn't have done that. This is the Earth and Bone Oracle. What's going on, Carrie? What else do we have? The Wayfarer. This is like the Hermit card. Contemplation, search for truth, inner guidance, and introspection. This is happening because this Emperor in the reverse needs to be honest with themselves about what they were willing to do in order to get just a little bit ahead. It's coming through as rather despicable or dishonorable. Number 41, Nest, charity, generosity, sharing, and support. This is what they were stealing from. They were stealing from an actual charity or a charitable person. No bueno. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for liking my video and subscribing. And I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.